Joining me now is president of the Centre for the American Experiment and founder of the popular Powerline blog, John Hinderaker. John, let's start with the White House investigating former President Joe Biden's use of the Autopen, with senior administration officials reviewing tens of thousands of documents turned over by the National Archives and Records Administration. But the former president, he's phoned the New York Times and he claims there's nothing improper about the Autopen. He told the New York Times he hadn't personally signed the orders, including those last presidential pardons, because there was a lot of them. What do you make of this story, John? Is there anything to see here?
Well, Rita, first of all, Joe Biden got a hold of the New York Times and gave them an interview because they're trying to get ahead of this story. They know it looks bad. They're trying to get their version out in front of the story. And it is ironic that Joe Biden says, well, there were so many pardons and commutations, I couldn't possibly sign them all. There's too many. I think he did grant a record number of pardons. And what his staff says, what the story is that Biden didn't know the names of the individual people he was pardoning. They would talk about people by category. And the story is Biden would say, oh yeah, pardon everyone in that category. And then they'd have a list of, 1,000 people and they'd work the Autopen. And the whole process is it's outrageous. And one thing you'll notice, Rita, is that Joe Biden did sign his family's pardons personally. He knew about those pardons and he did sign.
Well, I think that is a tell right there. I think that was a mistake on his part. If you're going to use the Autopen, then don't make an exception for family members. Oh, my goodness. I think that's the greatest scandal of modern American history, the fact that there was a president in the Oval Office who was so cognitively impaired that we really don't know who was running the country.